Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave him a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mixon will try the right side. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Check 26, 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Play action, Fields. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One play action. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Mixon. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
McPherson's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, They'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Second and 10. Fields now to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Fields. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now it's Fields. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. To the air again, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. On the run, it's Mixon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Pushes him over. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he's out right at the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Play fake, now Fields to throw. And going deep downfield for Boykin. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down and 8. Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Off play action, Fields. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One play action, Fields. And going deep downfield for Boykin. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable open man. Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now Dobbins again on second down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Fields. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Fields now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 13. Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 3. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flushed out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On the option right is Fields. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. And he'll have a 1st down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Connecting with Mixon. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's complete to Chase. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And quickly another 1st down, but tackled inbounds. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A final shot now for Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there.